Hello, dear friends. Hope you are doing well today. Just give this a minute to get people to log on. And yeah, my name's Briget Boyle, and I'm really glad to be here. It's Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day. What a beautiful day. And it's the last Monday before the new administration gets inaugurated, and that feels exciting to me. And I'm really grateful to be here today. I'm here in Chicago, and there's a little bit of snow on the ground. It's not very much. It's in the 30s, so I've got my little blanket situation happening. Glad you're here. If you want to let me know where you're tuning in from, I always enjoy knowing who's on the stream with me. And I just want to say right off the bat, I'm on a few different platforms. So I'm on a couple of different Facebook pages. I'm on the Cuckoo Facebook page, the Unleash Your Voice Facebook page, my own personal Facebook page. Then I'm on two YouTube channels, the Briget Boyle YouTube channel and the Cuckoo YouTube channel. And then I'm also on Periscope and Twitch. So if you're looking to watch these warm-ups on a platform that's different than the one you're currently on, those are some other options. The links to those different options are in the description. And really super rad to see Philia from Brussels and Leslie from Puerto Escondido. Is that in, where's that, Leslie? I feel like that's in, I don't know. Yeah, so glad you're here. I've been doing these warm-ups twice a week for quite a while now. It's been really amazing to get to know y'all through seeing you in the chat here. We've got Lori from the San Francisco Bay Area, Leslie, right, in Mexico, Puerto Escondido, and that's right. I feel like I've actually been there a long time ago, but I don't know. Yeah, so here we are on this lovely Monday. We'll start out just by taking a few nice big deep breaths. You can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly just to try to center in. Hi, Diane from San Luis Obispo. Glad you're there. Hot, right? Yeah, so it's freezing here in Chicago, and it's actually a lot warmer than it would normally be in January in Chicago. But I know my mother lives in Los Angeles, so I pay attention a little bit to the weather there. And I know it was like 85 degrees in LA yesterday, which is like, what? It's January. So take a nice big deep breath down into the belly and know that we're all okay right in this moment. So breathe in and exhale. Really sit in that exhale. And then breathe in again. And a nice slow extended exhale. Good, breathe in one more time. Hey Nancy from Berkeley, glad you're here. And exhale on a shh. Good, and Paul's here from New York, glad you're here. And let's just take one more nice big deep breath in, then we'll let it out on a sigh. So bring it in. And Kim is barefoot in Oakland. That sounds like an album title. Maybe that's the next album. Good, we'll breathe in one more time and do another sigh. So breathe in and sigh it out. We've got Alexandra from Poland. I'm so glad you're here. That's so cool. Cool. I want to do some long tones today, just where you'll breathe in and you'll sing out on any note, any vowel, whatever feels good until the breath is gone. So it's a little bit of like a singing meditation kind of thing. Actually, before we do that, let's just work on a little bit of relaxing the air into our body. So we're not forcing the air to come in. We're actually doing the opposite. So we'll force the air out and then relax it down into your belly. Good. Yeah, try that again. So breathe out, relax it in. And when I say relax it in, what I'm meaning is you're just allowing the air to come back in. I'm personally letting it come in through my nose, and then it fills up the lower part of my belly. And the relaxation of the belly is a really good way to allow it to come low. And I like to actually put my hands on my belly so I can feel that the air is going down, is coming like with a low direction. Hey Rivka from Colorado and Brian from El Cerrito, glad you're here. And yes, happy birthday to Martin Luther King. What a guy. And Carol from Pengrove, glad you're here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna let's just do 3 long tones. So we'll take a nice, we can exhale the air all the way out, relax the air in, and then as we exhale on the next one, pick a note, pick a vowel, and just hold that for as long as you can. So breathe in, relaxed in, and then when you need to, breathe in. Good. Now just take some normal breaths. Hi, Diana from St. Paul. Glad you're here. Beautiful. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now let's roll our shoulders back. And as you're doing this, you can do some sighs. Hum and chew a little bit. And then bring your shoulders forward. Yawn a little. Now let's do a little horse lips. If you have trouble making the horse lips, you can put your fingers in your cheeks and then just let the lips kind of relax. Good. If you have still trouble doing it, I recommend just making a nice ah. So whichever feels great for you, let's do 2 more. And 1 more. You'll notice I'm kind of moving my head around as a way to check in with the neck to make sure I'm not creating tension in the neck, so you can follow along with the physical movements I'm doing. Now let's do another horse lips glissando from the bottom of the range up. Again, if you want to do an ah, you're welcome to do that. If you're having trouble with the horse lips, again, you can put your fingers in your cheeks, and that should help loosen up the lips, and if you have trouble, just make an ah. Good. And one more time, and I recognize that there might be some tension as you're going up toward the higher part of your range. So really, it's not, you're not trying to like reach any specific notes or anything. It's like this sort of throwaway, like, oh, just don't think about it too hard, just kind of throw it away. So, but with the horse lips. Okay, 1 more. Awesome. So we're going to do mame mi mo mu ma ya, which is the one we normally do, but I want to do a little bit differently today. So it'll go mame mi mo mu ma ya. So we're really playing around with extending the breath a little bit, and then we'll sing a 5th right at the end there. So mame mi mo mu ma ya. ma me mi mo mu maya, 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 ma me mi mo mu maya. Great, now take a nice glissando from the top of your range to the bottom. I recommend staying hydrated. This is actually water in my cup, but I've been practicing drinking a lot more water in the last few weeks, and my voice feels better, my body feels better. It's a really great way to take care and continually, you know, tend to the physical form. So one thing I also want to say, as we're going through this, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, is warming up your voice and connecting with your voice is good for singing, but it's also good for other things. I know many of us have transitioned from being in person and talking with people in person to a more electronic way of communicating with each other. And I've noticed myself and other people around me, we speak at a higher volume when we're on the phone. When we're on the computer, we tend to speak in a lower place. Like there's this scratchiness that happens. And so what I would love to encourage is a nice, healthy placement all the time. So you're thinking about this sort of mask placement where the resonance is happening right in the front of your face. And I also like to kind of think about actively raising the soft palate in the mouth and kind of having a nice open throat as you're speaking, because if you start to kind of get into this place where you're like, I'm talking like this, it's super exhausting and you can create damage to your voice. So I really like to encourage people to think about singing technique not only for singing but also for talking. So hopefully that is helpful to you going into your days. So now we're just going to do a little bit of yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, wrong one. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I want to change it now that I've started singing it. I just want to do yeah. Okay, sorry about my brain. It's a little slow. It's Monday morning. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to yeah, 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 beautiful. Now let's take a nice glissando. Great. For those of you who might not be familiar with like what these numbers mean, it's the scale degree. So music, scales are written out where the 1 is the first note that you sing. It's also called the tonic. And so these numbers here are the scale degrees that we're singing. So if that was confusing for you, I just thought I'd mention that. Don't worry about it. Really, I think just using your ears and following along with what I'm doing is helpful, and then the numbers are just sort of a way to frame it all. Awesome. Okay, I want to do this little cuckoo exercise. So we're going to say coo, and we're going to go coo, 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 coo. So in doing this, at the very beginning, you're probably going to be switching between chest voice and head voice, or the chest and the falsetto. And for those of you who are new to singing, don't worry about it too much. Just follow along and you'll be able to find it. And Nancy's saying, exciting, I can feel the different positions inside my throat and vocal cords. Yes, we are getting awareness. We are building the tools to be able to make really good, healthy choices for our voices. So that's awesome, Nancy. So glad to hear it. So here we're going to go coo, 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 coo. 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 Last one. Coo, 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 coo. Beautiful. Now take a nice glissando. Beautiful. Let's do this one here. So we're going to come back down to the lower part of the voice and start there. And we're going to go mi, 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 u. And I quickly want to say something about sort of the placement and the resonance. So the kind of singing that I have done the most is folk singing, and I like to think of it as and I've been also taught that is an extension of the talking voice. So, here we are, we're talking, we're singing, we're singing, we're singing, we're talking, we're talking, we're talking, we're talking, we're talking, we're singing, we're singing. It's like not, there's like a freedom in connecting it to what we naturally already make, as opposed to being like, we're talking, no, we're singing, we're talking, we're singing, and it's not necessarily about pitch, it's about placement and about relaxing the voice and kind of opening up the throat and singing it from a very just sort of natural, unaffected place. And so I want to keep that in mind when we're doing this exercise. I think a lot of people who are trained chorally or classically have this tendency to like really form the mouth and make this slow. But if that's you, that's awesome. And maybe it's what I'm trying to do is sort of discover a natural formation of the mouth. Mi, 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 u. Mi, 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 u. Mi, 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 u. Mi, 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 o, mi, o. Mi, a, mi, e, mi, o, mi, u. Mi, a, mi, e, mi, o, mi, u. Connected to the breath. Mi, a, mi, e, mi, o, mi, u. 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 Last one. Mi, a, mi, e, mi, o, mi, u. Great, now take a nice glissando. So I want to also point out that you might have felt like you were reaching your break in your voice there, which is totally great and fine, and it's good to have awareness of where that happens. So when you're getting close to your break, you can transition into your head voice. What I like to think about is really trying to find a nice sort of resonant, thickness to a head voice, so that the difference between, or like the tonal difference between the chest voice and head voice is less. So that's kind of what I like to think about when I'm heading into head voice, like how can I place it, how can I play with the inside of my mouth, the formation of the inside of my mouth to you know, make the sound a little more resonant. So that's something to mess around with. And speaking of resonance, we're just going to do a little bit of NG. Ah, 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 ah. Now kind of just go up and down your range. Ah, 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 ah. Now check in with the neck, see how your neck is feeling. And do one little horse lips with a glissando. Beautiful. Now we're going to head into a couple of Bulgarian warm-ups for the last few minutes. I'm going to do Rano Ranila Momadena again. I've done this one many times, and I think all of these are worth repeating many times for breath control, tone control, ornament practice, etc. So this is a very sweet little Bulgarian melody, and in a lot of Bulgarian choral practices, they use little pieces of songs to exercise the voice and to warm up, and I think that's a really brilliant thing. And I like thinking about that, like if you're singing a song and you're struggling with some part of it, like how can you grab a little piece and use it as a warm-up and exercise it in a you know, in different parts of your range, and go up and down go up and down your range using little pieces of songs. So we'll go through this. Oops. Okay, so this one goes like this. Rano ranila momadena maridenitsa. Cool. I'm just gonna sing it. And if you want to just sing along, that's great. If you're not getting it right away, you will get it. Just listen and you'll be able to get it. Rano ranila momadena maridenitsa. denica. Rano ranila momadena maridenica. I want to point out that the second to last word, muddy, the U is not muri, it's muddy, so it's like a schwa sound. Rano ranila momadena maridenica. And Sharon's asking, yes, all in one breath, ideally. If you're not there yet, that's fine. You can breathe when you need to. I've often heard, especially when you're singing choral music, like breathe early and often. Of course, if you've made agreements with other singers in your group, don't breathe when they've said that they're going to breathe. But for exercising purposes, yeah, trying to aim for one breath is the best. Let's see. Rano ranila momadena maridenica. 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 Great, now let's take a nice glissando. One more thing to point out about that one is it's in 11, so it's 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. The way that's broken down is 2 2 3 2 2 2 2 3 2 2. So that's a very common rhythm in the Bulgarian folk music tradition. And I'm going to do just one more going down. I haven't done this one in a little bit, so this will be, I know Paul was telling me that Binka Dobrova did this in her workshop yesterday, so this is kind of a dedication to her. She's an amazing singer. Oh, there's also an incredible series of Bulgarian master singer workshops, and I'll try to find the information to post in the chat after the live stream is over. But it's a Sunday series with just an incredible lineup of amazing, amazing, amazing Bulgarian singers on Zoom, so it's accessible from anywhere. So let's do this. Dragano, dragančice. So here you can do a high drone. Dragano, dragančice. Or dragano, dragančice, and that's the landing note of each of these things. Otherwise, just join me on the melody, whatever works for you. Dragano, dragančice. 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 Beautiful. Now take a nice glissando. Roll your shoulders back, check in with the neck, see how you're feeling, and know that you have done something awesome today. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you warmed up with me this morning. I'm here every Monday and Thursday. I will not be here next Monday, the 25th. I have another job that I have to do that day, but I am otherwise here. And if you would like to find out more about what I'm up to and how to get more involved in the Unleash Your Voice world, you can go to unleashyourvoice.me. You can join the email list there. I'll send you a free PDF warm-up guide along with a handy-dandy guide video that I did last week while I was online. You can also find out about the Unleash Your Voice course. It's going to be available for $97 for lifetime access, and that price is going away on February 1st. So if you want to get lifetime access to the course, now's the time to do that. And then I also want to say that if you would like to send me a tip or anything like that, here's my PayPal and Venmo information. No pressure. I want to make this super accessible to everybody, but I also need to eat and stuff. So that's how that works. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you all have been here with me, and great warm-ups today. Thanks everyone. Christy says oh, Vido is like my favorite song. Vido, bielaj vido, manga. I forget the words, but it's so good. Oh my god, I love that song. Okay, thanks Christy. Lori, thanks for being here. Nicoletta, thank you so much from Italy. How cool. And Rivka, thank you for watching. And Carol and everybody else who's been hanging out and watching and showing up every week. It's really does bring me so much joy to do this. So I look forward to connecting more, and see you on Thursday. Okay, bye.